So the first pitch from Diedrich. High for ball number 1. So the 1 ball, no strike. The pitch is ripped, line to the shortstop, who doesn't have to move. Out number 1. So stepping in for the Crusaders, number 17, Ryan McCray. So he watches the first pitch go outside for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch, little breaking ball, swung on and missed by McCray. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch from Diedrich. Good eye by McCray as that breaking ball was outside. The 2-1 pitch to McCray outside, ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the bottom of the first. And the 3-1 pitch. He's going to paint that inside corner. Strike number 2. So the full count pitch swung on and missed by McCray for the 2nd out of the inning. So a good start by Hayden Diedrich on the mound for the Panthers. And stepping in for the Crusaders is going to be number 1, Glenn Smith. Glenn Smith watches the first fastball go by. Strike number 1. So no ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pitch inside. The 1-1 pitch from Diedrich. Swung on and fouled back. It's going to be 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the bottom of the first. Free zone led off the game to a line drive to the shortstop, followed by the McCray strikeout, which puts us here at number 1, Glenn Smith. And the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be breaking ball and hammered down the left field line. Out of play. So still 1-2. The outside for ball 2. The 2-2 pitch swung on and miss. So that's going to do us here for the first. Here's your score. So welcome back to St. Michael's High School. We're right on the top of the second. Still 0-0 score. As it looks like number 18, CRUSADERS, steps to the plate for the Panthers. Nice first pitch by Owen Moore. No balls, one strike. That one's in there for a strike as well. So 0-2 count for Moore. The 1-2 pitch. Fouled on the first base line. Out of play. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here in the top of the second. CRUSADERS, the batter. And the 1-2 pitch. In there for strike number 1. Or strikeout number 1, I should say, not strike number 1. Strike number 3, strikeout number 1. 1 down here in the top of the second. The first pitch to Fernandez, and after strike number 1. This ball is hammered to the shortstop, but it seems like he loses his footing as he's going to be on there with a single. So stepping up to the plate for the Panthers is going to be number 19, Jackson Del Greco. So the first pitch swung on and missed by Del Greco. No balls, 1 strike. 1 out here in the top of the second. Runner at first. And the 0-1 pitch from Moore. Swung on and missed. No balls, 2 strikes to Del Greco. So Fernandez, the runner on first, had a hard hit ground ball to shortstop who lost his footing, went into left field, so that's how he got on base. And the 0-2 pitch for Moore is going to be fouled off first base side. Looks like it dropped it. So they couldn't get there, so we're still no balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. The 0-2 pitch high. Probably trying to see if Fernandez wanted to steal the base. But nonetheless, he stays put at first. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Jackson Del Greco, the batter. The 1-2 pitch. Could be another foul ball out of play. And if you're watching, it's very cloudy. Doesn't look like it's really raining at the moment, but look, misting maybe. No wind. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. That's the second out of the inning for the Crusaders, as number 8 Hayden Diedrich, the pitcher for the Panthers, steps up to the plate. Moore's going to look towards first. This ball's going to go in the dirt and pass the first baseman as he's unable to get it. So Fernandez moves into scoring position.
What the heck are we doing?
Imagine that ball's pretty slippery, but if they all try to keep throwing it, they're just shooting themselves in the foot. But the damage is done. The runner moves on to second base. And Owen Moore will focus on Hayden Diedrich, the batter. His pitch fouled off. So no balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Fernandez, the runner at second base for the Panthers. And the pitch from Owen Moore outside for ball number 1. The 1-1 pitch. Fouled off, out of play. He seems to be a little bit late on that fastball.
Here you go, 1 more strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. The number 8 hole hitter, Hayden Diedrich, in the box. The 1-2 pitch. Swung on, miss. Catcher still's got to throw it to first, and it's going to be a slippery ball, and this is going to go into right field. This is going to score the first run of the ball game. So the TMI Panthers lead this one by 1-0. As Owen Moore did his job, got the strikeout, and the catcher just throws it into right field.
How about we flip ball? This is what they did on Tuesday, too. Every time I went to pitch, they make every single play on Thursday. Everyone.
So on the air, the Diedrich's going to go into second base. Fernandez comes around to score. So that would be an unearned run, I would imagine. The first pitch to Jax Rijojas. It's going to be swung and missed for strike number 1. And Rijojas is going to step out the box, call timeout. So he's going to get his signs from the third base coach. He's scoring around the bunt. He's going to be in there for strike number 2.
Here you go, 1 more strike again.
So no balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Jax Rijojas, the hitter.
Here you go, 1 more.
And Moore's going to step off the rubber, take his time. the 0-2 pitch. It's the outside, trying to get the batter swinging, but he doesn't go. So 1 ball, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Diedrich, the runner at second base for the Panthers. One more looks to get out of this one. And the 1-2 pitch. Swung on and missed, but the catcher didn't catch the ball, so he's going to have another crack at it. So still 1 ball, 2 strikes to Riojas. And the pitch outside. Good block by the catcher. It's going to be Grant Farlander for the Crusaders. And the 2-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to second base. Second baseman gets it, throws it to first, and they get out of that inning. So the damage is done. Where the Panthers get the 1 run on the 1 error on the drop third strike. So we are going into the bottom of the half of the inning. Crusaders 0, TMI Panthers 1. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So we're back here at St. Michael's High School, where the Panthers have a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the second. And it looks like it's going to be number 14, Alex De Leon, the hitter for the Crusaders.
I was going to see if I can get up here in the press box with you guys. Just to stay out of the rain.
In the first pitch of the inning, we're in there for strike number 1. And 1 pitch. Send me in the dirt, ball number 1. So 1 ball, 1 strike, no outs. And in the bottom half of the second, Alex De Leon, the batter. And Hayden Diedrich still on the mound for the Panthers. It's the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be a breaking ball, swung on and missed. Oh, the 1-2 pitch from Diedrich. De Leon swings and misses at the outside pitch. Going to get him for the first out of the inning. TJ with a nice start to the ball game. 3 strikeouts so far. St. Michael's has yet to get a hit. And stepping in for the Crusaders, number 10, Grant Farlander. So he's going to swing at this first pitch fastball. Misses him. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the second, or bottom second, sorry. And the 0-1 pitch. We're going to just miss the outside corner, so 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1 pitch. Swing on it down the first base side. It's going to be out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. And the 1-2 pitch to Farlander. Outside. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Crusaders are still looking for the first hit of the ball game. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball swung on and missed by Farlander. So that's going to be another strikeout for Diedrich. Hayden Diedrich. 4 on the day so far. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 22, Eli Aaron Beatty. First pitch breaking ball, swung on and missed by Aaron Beatty. No ball, 1 strike, 2 outs. Another breaking ball. The umpire is going to signal strike. So Aaron Beatty falls down in the count, 0-2. And the pitch from Diedrich. So just miss high. 1 ball, 2 strikes, still 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Eli Aaron Beatty, the batter. And this is going to be fouled back and out of play. So Hayden Diedrich with the hot start. And the 1-2 pitch. It's in a breaking ball, swing on and miss. So Diedrich's going to strike out the side here in the bottom half of the second. The score still is St. Michael's Crusaders 0, TMI Panthers 1. We're off to the 3rd inning. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So welcome back to St. Michael's High School, where the TMI Panthers lead the Crusaders 1-0 here in the top of the third. Odala, number 9, stepping in for the Panthers, who led off the game with the single to shortstop, and I believe Aaron Beatty lost his footing on the grounder. As he's going to watch the first pitch go a little high for ball number 1. And the 1-0 pitch fouled back. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody out here in the top of the third. As a 1-1 pitch from Moore goes inside for ball number 2. And it looks like the rain picking up here in the top of the third. The constant drizzle, and the 2-1 pitch. It's gonna miss for ball 3. The 3-1 pitch gonna be in there for a strike. So Owen Moore battles back, loads it up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The batter going to swing on and miss, and good grab by Farlater to hold on to that one. And that's going to be the first out of the inning. And the third strikeout for Owen Moore. And stepping in for the Panthers, number 1, Heath Bryant. He hit into a fielder's choice last at bat. And he's going to swing on and miss at this first pitch. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out here in the top of the third. The 1 pitch fouled back. No balls, 2 strikes. Heath Bryant steps back up to the plate. And the 0-2 pitch for Moore. Breaking ball low. Good job by Bryant staying off that one. And the 1-2 pitch for Moore. I don't know where that missed, but umpire's going to call it a ball. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here to Bryant. And the 2-2 pitch for Moore. It's going to be high, and that's going to load up the count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitch to Bryant, fouled back. So still 3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the top of the third. Heath Bryant, the batter for the Panthers. And And the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Owen Moore gets out number 2 of the inning. And number 20, Christopher Mott, steps up to the plate for the Panthers. Mott's going to swing and a miss at this one. So 1 ball, 1 strike.
One more.
And the 1-2 pitch going to be a check swing, and they're going to say who went. Farland's going to throw this one to first. He's going to get him as Owen Moore strikes out the side here on the top half of the 3rd. So with that, we're going to go to the bottom half of the 3rd. Crusaders still losing this one 1-0. But they're up to bat after this. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So, welcome back to St. Michael's High School. Here where the Panthers still lead this one 1-0. We are in the bottom of the 3rd, stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 5, Charlie Evans. So the first pitch to Evans, he's going to square around and bunt this one. It looked like it came up and hit him, and it looks like that's what they're going to call. The home plate umpire didn't see it, but the guy behind first base called it. So Charlie Evans going to start this one out with no ball, 1 strike. So he squared around a bunt, and the bunt came down and hit him. I think it hit the plate, came back up, hit him. Cedric's pitch outside for ball 1. So it should be 1 ball, 1 strike. And Evans is going to step out the box. And the 1-1 pitch from Diedrich. Fouled back, out of play. So the 1-2 pitch from Diedrich. Breaking ball. Charlie Evans stays off. Good eye if that's a breaking ball in the dirt. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch. Breaking ball is going to be ripped to left center field. Great play by the center fielder. Is going to be number 1, Heath Bryant, who's going to make a great sliding catch and rob Charlie Evans of the first hit for the Crusaders of the game. A heck of a play by Bryant. It's going to give the Crusaders 1 down here in the bottom of the third. Stepping in for the Crusaders, number 16, Owen Moore. So the 0-1 pitch from Diedrich. It's going to be outside. Good eye by Owen. And the 1-1 pitch. Breaking ball. Owen sits back, hits it right back to the pitcher, and he's going to throw it to first for out number 2. So stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 6, Brady Hess. So he's going to try to get something going with 2 outs. And he's going to swing at this first pitch, and it's going to be hit to shallow center. Center fielder comes under it. And that's going to retire the Crusaders here in the bottom half of the third. So the TMI Panthers still leading the Crusaders 1-0. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. Welcome back to St. Michael's High School, where the Panthers still lead this one 1-0. Where we're at, it's top half of the fourth. And stepping up to the plate for the Panthers, number 13, Carter Herrera. So the first pitch is going to miss. So 1 ball, no strikes to Herrera here in the top of the fourth. Owen Moore throws this one down the middle for strike number 1. The 1-1 pitch from Moore. Swung on, and this is going to be hit to right field. Who comes in hard, but stops and makes the grab. Initially, it looked like it was going to be a liner off the bat over his head, but great job by the right fielder. It's going to be Brady Hess make the play for the first out of the inning. And stepping up to the plate for the Panthers, number 18, Connor Cruzin, who's going to swing and miss at this one for the first strike of the at-bat. The 1-1 pitch. Cruzin fouls this one back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 1-2 pitch from Moore. High and outside. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Here to Connor Cruzan. Little wind coming in. And the 2-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. So Owen Moore strikes out Cruzan for the second out of the inning. And stepping up for the Panthers is going to be number 17, Daniel Fernandez. So first pitch is going to be swung on and hit back out of play. No balls, 1 strike to Fernandez here in the top of the 4th. The 0-1 pitch. It's going to be hit to, I want to say shallow center, but the second baseman is calling it off. And this is going to drop in for a Texas leaguer. And that ball just hung up in the air and falls in the middle of all 3 of them. So Fernandez is the runner on first, and stepping up up to the plate for the Panthers is going to be number 19, Jackson Del Greco. First pitch is swung on and missed by Del Greco. So no balls, 1 strike. The second pitch fouled back. Should be no balls, 2 strikes to Del Greco here in the top of the 4th. And the 0-2 pitch for Moore. Breaking ball, and he's going to ring him up. So the Crusaders get out of that one by allowing only 1 hit. And Owen Moore, 2 strikeouts. And we're off to the bottom half of the 4th. Panthers still lead this one 1-0. St. Michael's batting in the bottom half of the 4th when we come back after this. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So welcome back to St. Michael's High School. We're here in the bottom of the 4th, and stepping in for the Crusaders It's going to be number 11, Carson Frison. First pitch to Frison. Looked like it broke a little late, but nonetheless, strike. Hayden Diedrich still on the mound for the Panthers. So he's going to throw this one outside. It's going to go to the backstop. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Frison here in the bottom of the 4th. And the 1-1 pitch. Going to be another breaking ball, a little high and outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out here in the bottom of the 4th. The Crusaders are still looking for their first hit of the game. First hit and the first runner of the ball game. Frison's going to call timeout and step out the box. And the 2-1 pitch. Frison squares around the butt. Two balls, 2 strikes. Carson Frison, the batter. The 2-2 pitch. It's going to be inside, ball 3. So only Carson's second at bat of the game. The first at bat he lined to the shortstop. And the 3-2 pitch. Swung on and missed. But ball goes to the backstop, so we're still sitting at 3 balls, 2 strikes. The 3-2 pitched. Just misses. It looked like the same pitch as the first pitch of that bat. But he's going to call that a ball, and Frison's going to give the Crusaders the first base runner of the ball game. Base on balls. Frison at first base. Stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 17, Ryan McCray. Frison gets a good jump. A hit and run is on, and Frison fouls it back to the backstop. So no ball, 1 strike, nobody out. Frison, the runner at first here in the bottom of the 4th. And Frison's going to go again. As he gets a good jump, and he's going to be in there with a stolen base. So Frison steals second. Looked like another hit and run. Pitch was a little high, so McCray couldn't get the bat on the ball. But Frison slides into second base with his first stolen base of the ball game. And the Crusaders have a runner in scoring position. The 0-2 pitch coming up for Diedrich. So it's going to be a breaking ball, and it's going to catch Ryan McCray. As McCray's going to strike out for the first out of the inning. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 1, Glenn Smith. And it looks like we're going to have a little mound visit. Discuss what they want to do. You got the 3, 4, 5 hitters up next for the Crusaders. And while they're having a mound visit, we'll take a break. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So after the mound visit, Hayden Dietrich still on the mound for the Panthers. Glenn Smith still the batter. No balls, no strikes, 1 out. Friesen, the runner at second base for the Crusaders. Dietrich's going to make a little move to second base, no throw. First pitch of the at-bat to Glenn Smith. Going to be in there for a ball. So the 0-1-0 pitch from Dietrich. It's going to be hammered into the left field. Friesen running around third base. And the throw comes home. And Friesen is in at the plate, so we got a tie ball game. And Glenn Smith is into second base. So a nice piece of hitting by Glenn Smith. Put that ball into left field. Good base running by Friesen, who got a good jump and comes in to tie this ball game at 1-1. So after the run, stepping in for the Crusaders is going to be number 14, Alex DeLeon. DeLeon steps out of the box. So Glenn Smith now in scoring position. Hayden Dietrich still on the mound for the Panthers. And the first pitch of the at-bat outside. Glenn Smith stays put at second base. So 1 ball, no strikes to DeLeon. The 1-0 pitch. Outside again for ball number 2. Looks like the umpire is signaling for some baseballs. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Smith, the runner at second base, and DeLeon, the batter for the Crusaders. The 2-0 pitch is crushed to left center field. Center fielder goes back, and it's going to hang up there. And Glenn Smith's going to tag up from second, and he's going to come around third, and he is going to give the Crusaders a 2-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. So great base running by Glenn Smith, who tagged up from second and rounds third and comes home. But nonetheless, great play by the center fielder, Heath Bryant, I believe, out in center field for the Panthers, who made his second great catch of the ball game. So DeLeon lies out to 8, but gets the RBI, and number 10, Grant Farlander, steps up to the plate. First pitch to Farlander went behind him, so it's going to be 1 ball, no strike. And the second pitch is going to be a breaking ball, swung on and missed by Farlander. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Nobody on, 2 outs. For Hayden Dietrich, the pitcher for the Panthers. As Dietrich does another great off-speed breaking ball type pitch. Just misses. 2 balls, 1 strike. 2-1 pitch. Swung on and missed by Farlander. And the 2-2 pitch. It's going to hit Farlander, so Farlander's going to be on base. So Farlander's into first base, and they're going to pinch run for the catcher. Number 12 coming into pinch run for the Crusaders. That's going to be Zach Book is going to be your runner at first base. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 22, Eli Arambidi. So first pitch is going to be 10 to the backstop, and Zach Book is going to head to second base. So 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. Zach Book, the runner at second. And Aaron Beatty, the batter for the Crusaders. This pitch is outside. Zach Book got a big lead at second base. Looked like he kind of slipped. He wanted to go to third and kind of slipped and heads back to second base. So 2 balls, no strikes to Aaron Beatty. The 2-0 pitch swung on and missed. 2 balls, 1 strike. Still 2 outs. Runner at second. Here in the bottom of the 4th, where your Crusaders are leading this one 2-1. And the 2-1 pitch swung on and fouled back. 2 ball, 2 strikes. And the 2-2 pitch is hit to center field. As Heath Bryant drops the ball in center field, and Zach Book comes around to score, giving St. Michael's a 3-1 lead here in the bottom of the 4th. So Aaron Beatty on with the E8. Number 5 steps into the box for the Crusaders. Charlie Evans, who's going to foul this pitch. First pitch out of play. So no ball, 1 strikes, 2 outs. Aaron Beatty, the runner at first, and this ball is going to hit him. So Charlie Evans on the first base with the hit by pitch. Aaron Beatty in the second base. And stepping in for the Crusaders, number 16, Owen Moore. First pitch to Owen Moore outside for ball number 1.
You're due, buddy.
And the 1-0 pitch to Moore. It's going to be outside for ball 2. And the 2-0 pitch. He's going to be in there for strike number 1. And the 2-1 pitch. It's going to be low for ball 3. So 3 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Aaron Beatty, the runner at second. Charlie Evans, the runner at first for the Crusaders. And Dietrich's going to look towards first. Throw behind the runner. Good play by the first baseman. Make the grab. The 3-1 pitch from Dietrich. It's going to be in there for strike number 2. So Owen Moore's going to have a full count. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner at first, runner at second. 2 outs here in the bottom of the 4th. And the full pitch count. Swung on by Owen Moore. Great job. Just found it back, staying alive. It looked like a little breaking ball. Good job by Moore staying back on it. Future pitch is going to be the dirt. It's going to load the bases up. For number 6, Brady Hess. There's Owen Morris pitching today. We're going to have a pinch runner at first. Number 4 for the Crusaders, Austin Vouch. Hess is going to swing at this first pitch, and it's going to be skied. And no one's going to grab it, as this is going to score 2. So Aaron Beatty comes around to score. So Brady Hess is going to take off to second base with the runners on the corner. No throw. So Carson freezes on the batter, and he's going to have 2 runners in scoring position as he's going to look to extend this lead. Another 2-0 pitch. It's going to be hit to shallow right field. Right fielder's coming in. Second baseman going out. Right fielder under the ball makes a play. So the Panthers get out of that one. But not before your Crusaders score 5 in the 4th and take the lead 5-1. We're going to the top of the 5th. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So welcome back to St. Michael's High School, where your Crusaders lead at 5-1. Owen Moore still on the mound for the Crusaders. And at the plate for the Panthers, number 8, Hayden Diedrich. The 1-0 pitch is going to foul back. So the 1-1 pitch from Moore. Diedrich's going to hit this one to second base. As second baseman Glenn Smith makes the play for the first out of the 5th. So stepping up to the plate for the Panthers, number 3, Jax Riojas. Riojas swings and fouls this first pitch back. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Here in the top of the 5th. Owen Moore steps out the rubber. The 0-1 pitch is a little high. 1 ball, 1 strike to Riojas here in the top of the 5th. One pitch inside. 2 balls, 1 strike. The 2-1 pitch inside for ball 3. And the 3-1 pitch for Moore. Swung on and hit to the shortstop. Aaron Beatty's going to bobble the ball. So Riojas into first with an E6. Just stepping in for the Panthers is going to be the leadoff, Padula. He's got a single in this game, followed by a strikeout. The runner goes, and the throw into center field. There's a Riojas into second base with a stolen base. Looks like they're going to have the trainer look at Riojas, who slid into second base awkwardly. We'll stay right here as this shouldn't be too long. He's going to try to jog it off, make sure he can run. Make sure he didn't pull a hammy or anything significant. Rioja seems good to go. Padilla step backs into the plate. The Crusaders have one out here on the top of the fifth. They still lead this one 5-1. And the 0-1 pitch for Moore. Swung on, fouled out of play. No balls, 2 strikes. On the 0-2 pitch. Outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner at second. Anki Padilla, the batter. The 1-2 pitch from Moore. Nice breaking ball, which just misses. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Padilla. The 2-2 pitch outside. It's going to load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Still 1 out. Riojas, the runner at second for the Panthers. And the 3-2 pitch. Just going to miss outside. Paddle is going to be on with the base on balls. So the Panthers have a runner at first, runner at second. And number 1, Heath Bryant, stepping up to the plate for the Panthers. So the first pitch to Bryant, swung on and hit the second base. As Glenn Smith makes a heck of a snag, throws it to first for out number 2. So Glenn Smith with a couple of great plays. That's going to bring up number 20, Christopher Mott, who's going to have 2 runners in scoring position. As the Crusaders have 2 outs and try to get out of this one. Mott steps out of the box. Get resituated. And the pitch for Moore. It's a big swing and a miss. No balls, 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch to Mott. It's going to be low. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs for Owen Moore and the Crusaders. As Riojas is the runner at third for the Panthers, who got on by the Aaron Beatty error. Padilla, the runner at second, I believe, who got on with the base on balls. So the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball. Farland already walking out before the umpire even called strike, but that's going to end us here in the 5th, or to be top half of the 5th. Your Crusaders to lead this one 5-1 as we go into the bottom half of the fifth. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. Welcome back to St. Michael's High School, where your Crusaders to lead this one 5-1, thanks to a big fourth inning. Number 8, Hayden Diedrich, still on the mound for the Panthers. He's having a heck of a game so far. As he throws the first pitch, going to be outside for ball, and the hitter's going to be number 17, Ryan McCray. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be in there for strike one to McCray. The 1-1 pitch to McCray. It's going to be hammered into left field past a sliding shortstop. So McCray's on with a single to start the bottom half of the fifth. So McCray on with a single brings up number 1, Glenn Smith. Glenn Smith watches this first one. Go low for ball number 1. Heads up. Glenn Smith gonna let go of this one. That distracts the play. And McCray's in at third base. As you can expect with these conditions, very slippery. Second thrown bat of the game. He's going to spray some pine tar in his hands. So 1 ball, 1 strike. McCray, the runner at third base for the Crusaders. And the 1-1 pitch from Diedrich. Be a breaking ball in there for a strike. 1-2 pitch. It's going to be hit to the second baseman. He's going to score a run. So Glenn Smith does his job, putting it on the ground. So Crusaders lead this one 6-1 here in the bottom of the fifth. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 14, Alex De Leon. First pitch from De Leon goes inside for ball one. And the 1-0 pitch is going to be hit to shallow center. Second baseman coming under it and calling it. Heck of a play by the second baseman. It should be Padilla with the catch. So heck of a grab for the second out of the inning. Stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, it's going to be number 10, Grant Farlander. First pitch to Farlander. It's going to be hammered into left field. Heck of a play by the left fielder who slides and makes the catch. And they're signaling out. Two nice plays for the Panthers. And that's going to do it here for the fifth. Your Crusaders still on top this one, 6-1. We'll be back after this. You're watching St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. Welcome back to Doyle Moore Field here on the campus of St. Michael's High School, where we are in the top for the sixth. Owen Moore still on the mound for the Crusaders, and number 13, Carter Herrera, stepping to the plate. The first pitch to Herrera is low for ball one. Herrera 0 for 2 in this game. He fouls this one out of play. So 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch outside. The 2-1 pitch. Comes back with the fastball, low for ball 3. 3 balls, 1 strike. Nobody on, nobody out. here in the top of the 6th. Three-one breaking ball is going to be miss. So Herrera's on with the base on balls. And that brings up number 18, Connor Cruzen, to the plate.
Got 25 left. No, 35.
So the first pitch to Cruzen. Gonna miss low. 1 ball, no strikes. Herrera, the runner at first for the Panthers. And the 1-0 pitch for Moore. It's going to be hit to the right side. It's going to be a foul ball. Right fielder can't get there. So that one's going to drop. 1 ball, 1 strike. The 1-1 pitch is going to miss low again. 2 balls, 1 strike.
Come on, El, they look pretty up here.
And the 2-1 pitch. It looks about the same pitch as the last one, but this one's going to be a strike. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Cruzen. The 2-2 pitch is going to miss in that same vicinity. He's not calling the low pitch at the knees.
Here you go, El.
So full count for Connor Cruzen, who's going to hit this one in a shallow center. So great job by Friesen coming under and make the first out of the inning.
Here we go, let's get a double play here.
And stepping up to the plate for the Panthers, number 17, Daniel Fernandez.
Here we go, El.
So Fernandez is 2 for 2 in this game. 2 singles. And the first pitch to Fernandez in there for strike number 1. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Herrera, the runner at first for the Panthers. This pitch is fouled up and out of play.
Here we go, El, one more.
No balls, 2 strikes to Fernandez. And the 0-2 pitch. Like a little off speed, a little high. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The 1-2 pitch from Moore. Breaking ball. Looks like it's going to slip out of his hands. He's going to want a new ball.
Here we go, El, finish it.
So Fernandez steps back up to the plate. And the 2-2 pitch. Going to be hit to second base. 4, 6. And he's going to be safe at 3. But great play by the middle infield to get the second out of the inning. Number 19 steps in for the Panthers, and that's going to be Jackson Del Greco. The first pitch of Del Greco, swung on and missed. So no ball, 1 strike. Runner at first, 2 outs. Here for Owen Moore. Moore looks towards first base, going to make the throw. Fernandez back easy. The 0-1 pitch. Swung on. It's going to be a base hit to right field, shallow right field. Fernandez going to third, and what a throw. It's going to hit him in the head and go out of play. So they're going to score a run on this one, as that's unfortunate. But thankfully he's okay. But that was a laser by the right fielder. Brady Hatch, just a laser to third base, and it's going to hit Fernandez in the head and go out of play. So Del Greco is going to be into second base. I think they're saying he wouldn't with the throw. I don't know. But he was at first, and when Brady was throwing the ball, he was rounding second. So they're going to discuss this. So it looks like they're going to keep the runner at third. So just unfortunate for the Crusaders. Thankfully Fernandez is okay. And Owen Moore back on the rubber. As I believe it should be Hayden Diedrich, the hitter. As he watches the first pitch go by him for strike number 1. The 0-1 pitch is going to be hit to the second baseman. Glenn Smith with the throw to first. And that's going to do it here for the top half of the 6th, where your Panthers get 1 run. But your Crusaders still lead this one 6-2. We're going to the bottom half of the 6th. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. Welcome back to the campus of St. Michael's High School, where your Crusaders lead this one 6-2 here in the bottom of the 6th. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 22, Eli Arambidi. Looks like Arambidi's 0 for 1 on the game. This was an E8 last at bat. And Hayden Diedrich still on the mound for the Panthers, as he's pitched a heck of a game, besides that big 4th inning. The 1-0 pitch from Diedrich. It's going to be in there for a strike. The 1-1 pitch to Arambidi. The breaking ball is going to be swung on and missed. As Diedrich is really, breaking balls worked out very well this game. And the 1-2 pitch. It's going to be another breaking ball. And that's going to ring Arambidi up for the first out of the 6th. First out of the bottom half of the 6th, I should say. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 5, Charlie Evans. Evans got hit by a pitch last at bat. First pitch breaking ball from Diedrich outside, ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch. It looked inside from up here, but it's going to be a strike. And the 1-1 pitch. It's going to be ripped into left field. It's a great hit by Charlie Evans with a 1-out single. So it looks like we're going to have a pinch hitter for Owen Moore, and it's going to be Austin Bouch, who I saw came in to pinch run for Moore last inning, but Moore still came back on the mound, so coach must have made a switch here in the bottom half of the 6th. So Bouch stepping in for his first plate appearance of the game. And he's going to watch the first pitch go in there for strike number 1. Diedrich going to throw to first base. Evans sliding back to first base, safe. So no ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Charlie Evans, the runner at first. Austin Bouch, the batter for the Crusaders. And this ball's going to hit him in the helmet. Bouch is on first base with a hit by pitch. Charlie Evans into second base. And stepping in for the Crusaders, number 6, Brady Hess. And it looks like we're going to have a little mound visit for the Panthers. So while they have a mound visit, we'll take a break. You're watching St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So after the mound visit, Hayden Dietrich still on the mound for the Panthers. Brady Hess, the batters, with a runner at first, runner at second, with one down. As Hess watches that first pitch breaking ball miss for ball number 1. The 1-0 pitch is going to be outside. Ball 2. 2 balls, no strikes. 1 out. Here in the bottom of the 6th. The 2-0 pitch from Dietrich. It's going to miss low. So 3 balls, no strikes. The 3-0 pitch. He's going to put it right over the plate as he tries to battle back. 3 balls, 1 strike. The 3-1 pitch. It's going to be hit down the first base line. Who made a play, but it doesn't look like he got there. Next to that brick fence over there in right field, just past the dugout. But it's going to load the count up for Brady Hess here in the bottom half of the 6th. And the 3-2 pitch is going to miss. So Brady Hess is on with the base on balls. And that's going to load him up. So Charlie Evans, the runner at third. Austin Bouch, the runner at second. And Brady Hess, the runner at first for the Crusaders. And walking up to the plate is going to be the leadoff hitter, Carson Friesong. He's going to swing at the first pitch and knock this one back and out of play. No balls, 1 strike. Still 1 out with the bases loaded. You're in the bottom half of the 6th. The 0-1 pitch to Friesong inside. Friesong is asking the umpire if it hit him. The 1-1 pitch from Dietrich. It's going to be hit to the left field, and it's going to drop in for a base hit. That's going to score 1. Score 2. They're going to say you missed the tag going to the third base. So St. Michael's is going to score 2. And they're going to extend their lead to 8-2 here in the bottom half of the 6th. So Charlie Evans scores easily from third. Austin Bouch scores from second. That should be Brady Hess. It's slid under the tag at third. So as the Crusaders extend their lead to 8-2, we're going to have a pitching change. Great inning on the mound for Hayden Diedrich, who finishes the game with, it looks like 6 strikeouts. I'm sorry, 7. It's a heck of a night by Hayden Diedrich. And while the new pitcher warms up, we will go on a break. You're watching and listening to St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live. So we're back here at Doyle Moore Field on the campus of St. Michael's High School, where the Panthers just made a pitching change. So Hayden Diedrich tonight's done after 5 1/3, 7 Ks. And on the mound for the Panthers is going to be number 18, Connor Cruzan. And stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders is going to be number 17, Ryan McCray. First pitch from Cruzan, outside for ball 1. McCray singled his last at bat. And the 1-0 pitch inside low. Good stop by the catcher. So 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Here in the bottom half of the 6th. Runners at second and third. And Ryan McCray, the hitter. This 2-0 pitch is hitting the right field, and it's going to drop in there for a single. And that's going to score Brady Hess from third base, and that's going to extend the lead to 9-2. So McCray with another single and just as many at bats. Freeze on the runner at third. So you got runners at the corners for number 1, Glenn Smith. McCray's going to take off to second base, and they're going to throw to second. And this is going to go into center field, and this is going to score another one. So Freeze on comes in to score. And I'm sorry, that must have been a pinch runner. It's going to be number 19. Number 19, Reed Zimmerman. For the 1-0 pitch, high to Smith. 2 balls, no strikes. The 2-0 pitch to Smith outside. 3 balls, no strikes, 1 out. McCray, the runner at second for the Crusaders. And the 3-0 pitch is going to miss high, so Glenn Smith on to first base with the base on balls. So stepping into the box for the Crusaders going to be number 14, Alex De Leon. The first pitch to De Leon's going to be low for ball one. The 1-0 pitch. Inside. Low, blocked by the catcher. 2 balls, no strikes to De Leon. The 2-0 pitch. It's gonna miss high. 3 balls, no strikes. And this throw, McCray's going to steal third, and this throw's going to go into left field, and he's going to come home to extend the Crusaders' lead to 11-2. So De Leon into first base. Glenn Smith, the runner at second, stepping up to the plate for the Crusaders, number 10, Grant Farlander. This first pitch is going to be fouled back and out of play. No balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runner at first and second. For Grant Farlander, the batter. Oh, 1 breaking ball, high and outside. No 1-1 pitch. It's going to be low for ball 2. No 2-1 pitch. It's going to be low in the dirt. Runners are going to advance. So Smith slides into third. De Leon into second. The 3-1 pitch. Swung on and fouled back. And that's going to load the count up. 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the 3-2 pitch to Farlander. This one's going to be swung on and fouled back out of play. A 3 ball, 2 strike. The pitch is going to be hit to shallow right. Looks like Smith's tagging up, and he is going to tag up, and he's going to come in to score, and that's going to extend the Crusaders' lead 12-2. 12-2, and It looks like that's going to be the final here with the run rule. So, big fourth inning for the Crusaders, which seemed to be enough for this one. Big fourth and a big six, and that'll do it here. As it was a good game, good pitching duel. I'll be right back with the stats of that one, at least for Owen Moore. Let's see what he's got. So it looks like Owen Moore went 6 innings pitched with 8 Ks. At least that's what I got. So player of the game, Owen Moore. 6 innings pitched, 8 Ks. Oh, was it 9? 9 Ks. I must have missed one somewhere, but that's not surprising. So 6 innings pitched, 9 Ks. The Crusaders win this one 12-2. So my name is Kyle Stone. Thank you all for joining me for St. Michael's Baseball, brought to you by Vype Live.